All right, welcome back to the Sportscasters Club YouTube program. I'm Rick Schultz. Thanks for joining us. This is going to be a quick one, but I want to answer a question that I used to get all the time when I taught at Marist College, Fordham University, the Connecticut School of Broadcasting. This was a question I used to get, especially this time of year. We're now entering the summer, and so I would usually get it at the end of the school year when I was working with students, and then when I was working with private clients or aspiring sportscasters, I would get this question, and it's a pretty common one. But before I get into that, do me a favor. Make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to share this with other sports fans in your life, other aspiring sports broadcasters in your life. But let's get right to it. Let's talk about this question that I would get all the time, and I'm going to tell you the question, and I'm going to answer it for you. Rick, how do I become a better baseball broadcaster? That's a very easy answer, and I'm going to answer it for you. And it really stems from the great Marty Glickman, who I had the chance to work under and learn from when I attended Fordham University in the 90s. Marty was the legendary broadcaster for the Jets, Giants, Knicks, the NBA. He was the pioneer of sports broadcasting on radio in New York. He was the pioneer. He invented a lot of the language that you know. When you hear the court geography in basketball, the right elbow, the free throw line, the left wing, all those things, swish, all this different terminology, Marty invented it. He was really the pioneer of basketball play-by-play for sure on the radio. He was a household name in New York, and he was a great guy. And he later transitioned his purpose and his life into teaching aspiring sportscasters. So not only those of us at Fordham University and WFUV Radio, but also the likes of Marv Albert and Bob Costas and broadcasters like that. So Mike Breen and so many others in the New York area, Bob Papa, and the list goes on, and that tree has built and grown over the years. But Marty used to say, the best way to become a better broadcaster for basketball or football is to broadcast basketball or football. And then he would go on to say, I mean broadcast every game you can, from high school to pee-wee games, Pop Warner football, whatever it is, broadcast the game. And he was right. And that's how you become a better baseball broadcaster as well. I often hear, should I be watching all the games? Should I be reading? Should I be studying? Should I be learning more about the sport? Yes, 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 to all of those. But the best way to become an improved and a fantastic baseball play-by-play broadcaster, specifically on radio, is to practice, is to broadcast baseball on radio. That's the best way to do it. And I can hear you now, but Rick, I'm not a professional baseball broadcaster. How can I broadcast? I don't have a radio booth. I don't have a radio station. I don't have equipment. You sure do.
If you're enjoying the show, check out our 7-hour online sports broadcasting course. We cover play-by-play, talk show hosting, television, and much more. Visit sportscastersclub.com and click on Online Sportscasting Class.
You sure do have equipment. You've got a phone. Don't tell me you don't. I know you have a phone. Turn on the recorder. Turn on a baseball game on TV. Press the button and broadcast. Do play-by-play. That's an instant way that you can practice and become a better broadcaster. Or let's take it up a notch. Let's pull the Emeril Lagasse and take it up a notch. You can go to a game, sit in the bleachers, broadcast into your phone, broadcast and practice, and then listen back. Listen to it, because you're going to notice things listening that you didn't realize you said. You're going to notice the ums and ahs and all the cliches that people say. You're going to notice it in your own delivery. And that's the only way you're going to notice, because you usually don't notice as you're broadcasting. Otherwise, you wouldn't say it in the first place. And it's funny, even even people that have been broadcasting for years, they pick up crutch phrases. I do as well. And oftentimes it's when people bring it to your attention that you realize it. And that's the first step. What do they say? The first step to fixing a problem is realizing that you have it. So that's the same thing when broadcasting baseball, football, basketball, hockey, whatever it is. Listening back and being your own most critical ear, because you will be and you should be. And that's how you can improve. So go practice. Go to a game, practice. If you think I'm nuts, how about this one? Something I used to do when I was broadcasting Army basketball at West Point. Sometimes I would go to not only just the practices, the shoot-arounds. In the morning they would have, let's say we were playing at Duke. In the morning the team would go to the arena and have an hour and a half shoot-around, getting used to the surroundings, getting used to the court, all of that to become more accustomed to it and comfortable for the game that night. And oftentimes I would sit in the bleachers and I would practice and I would describe what I'm seeing and I would describe the action, getting my mouth into play-by-play mode, my brain into play-by-play mode. I was learning how to identify the players just by sight because that was practice. And you could do the same thing in baseball. Find a spot in the bleachers. I don't care if it's a little league game. Make up their names in your head. Broadcast the game from off in the distance. And I guarantee you, you're gonna get better. You're going to improve because you're going to see things and describe things with your play-by-play that you just can't make up. You just can't pretend. The only way to improve and to do it is by doing it. It's what they call, you're getting your reps in. You're getting your reps. You're practicing over and over and over. It's no different than when I go out and play golf. The more I shoot that bunker shot, that long bunker shot, not that I'm ever in the bunker. Of course I am. But the more you practice that shot over and over and over, then when it comes game time, when it comes time when you're out on the course, you can take that shot without as much thought. And you've practiced. You've got the muscle memory. You've got the confidence. Same thing is true when broadcasting baseball. You want to practice and practice and practice. And obviously in baseball, you're always going to see something new that you've never seen before. And that just happens. But when you practice repeatedly, you're able to handle those things on the fly. So we talk a whole lot more about interviewing, play-by-play, color analysis at sportscastersclub.com. So hopefully you've come there and you've joined our community. But make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, whether they're aspiring sportscasters or just sports fans. And make sure you subscribe to our videos so you'll get every video we put out at Sportscasters Club. You'll become a better sportscaster. You'll become a better sports fan. Hopefully you'll have some fun and learn a thing or two from each of these videos. So I'm Rick. Thanks for joining. Next time you have that question, next time it pops in your mind, how can I become a better sports broadcaster? How can I become a better baseball broadcaster? There's your answer. Share that with your friends, and I'll see you next time.